Hello and welcome to another Minecraft tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to efficiently build a simple house. So here I am in a very common biome, the forest biome, and if you suppose that you want to build a house, well, all you really need is a crafting table and some blocks. Oh, sorry, I'm in creative mode. So what you first want to do is get all the blocks you'll need. It's very efficient to use things like wood because you can store 4 times as much wood as you could any other block, since a single wood log can be crafted into 4 wood planks. If you want to build a really simple shack, all you have to do is create a sort of rectangle, and this is going to be the base of your shack, but you're going to leave one space open for the door. Next, you'll build another rectangle on top. Try not to fall off because you won't be able to jump this high, so you'll need to place another block to get back up. And just build this second rectangle on top of the first. Try to find sort of an open flat area to do this, ideally. And finally build a third rectangle, this time going all the way around, not leaving the little space for the door, because the door is going to be under this rectangle. And if you ever want to build straight upward, remember that if you hold down the use item button and jump, you can place a block beneath you. And that's like really useful if, say, you want to build a big pillar really quickly, or you want to build your way up to where you were before. So once you have this framework, you can build a door using this recipe, which actually creates 3 doors. So you can find another place to use your other 2. And this is a basic shack. You can add a roof later on. You can add some things like chests or furnaces. You can add decorative things from trapdoors to signs, which can be crafted like this. There's plenty of ways to see all the different crafting recipes available to you, but here, these are just some simple ones for decorations. So this is how to build a really simple shack, but what if you need to build a larger house really quickly? So first of all, what you have to do is clear out some land. With most houses, they're going to be built on flat land, and with almost all houses, you don't want these tiny little hills and all these trees everywhere. As you can see, there's not much space to build. In forests, what you generally want to do is just use the brute force method. If you chop trees with an axe, you can obtain materials which you can use to build a really big house later on. With these really big construction projects, you're going to need a lot of materials. So if you have a tree farm nearby, that's great. That'll get you a lot of wooden logs and planks. Or if you just want to clear out an area to build, just sort of chopping down these trees is the most efficient. Or I suppose this works just as well. So once that's done, what you need to do next is make the ground flat so that you can build on it. This is a good time to have a good shovel. Normally it's good to just find some ground that's flat-ish, so that you can either build it up to make it level, or simply break down any dirt that's in the way. Or do both. as you can see, I leveled that small hill, and I'm using it to sort of expand the platform where I can work. So the process after that is very simple to just and similar to just building a shack. You start by just building the raw outline. I'll build a somewhat small, maybe 2-room house. And as you can see, I'm actually using logs this time. So this is going to be a house that's actually going to use a number of different materials, which means that I'll probably use logs for highlights like these baseboards, and the more common planks for filling in walls and such. And of course, you can use plenty of other materials, from bookcases to cobblestone and such. But this is just a very simple pattern that you can use. So if these are your 2 rooms, then you can build a door, get some more planks, build over here, just sort of keep filling in your walls. Or if you want to go a little bit more complicated, instead of just building a base for your building, you can actually have a whole wireframe. Like, you can set up sort of some pillars, basically just outline the entire thing, and then you can fill in these sort of rectangular spaces with whatever kind of details you like. So, for example, I could put some special blocks in these places or something. This is just a very crude imagining of what this could be, but you can see that with just experimenting with different materials, you can come up with a lot of different combinations and find one that you really like. So these are basically the essentials to building a house quickly and efficiently. Have a lot of materials, get a good place to start building. Of course, it doesn't always have to be flat. You can build it inside a mountain or on a hill or something. Just make sure that your building style is conducive to the landscape around you. And just make sure that you know the shape of your building before you build it. Build bases, build wireframes if you need to, come up with different material combinations, and use these techniques to put one block on top of the other. You can always build up by just placing a block underneath you while jumping. Make sure you use the shift key to sneak, which makes it so you can't fall off of blocks when you're building in reverse like this. And with that, you should be able to build blocks along any dimension you want. So that's all you need to know in order to get started and improving your skills. So thank you for watching.